everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be teaching you about dangers to living things. Whoever is in St. Mary's Catholic High School, maybe you have been wondering that you'll have PT5 progress tests. So this is for science to help you understand for grade 5. Human impact on the environment. Human affects the environment in positive and negative ways. Positive effects on human activities are recycling, establishing wildlife preserves and parks. Establishing wildlife preserves and parks. Those are like making wildlife. And recycling, the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reforestation. If you haven't heard about reforestation is like when trees are cut down. Those are called as deforestations. So when you grow trees, those are called as reforestations. Creating environment regulations. Regulation means rules that you should not affect those animals and protect endangered species. Protecting these endangered species are very important because they also like us. If someone attacks us, we are going to be endangered also. Cleaning lakes and seas. There are people who who throw things in the seas, and then the animals will die because of suffocations. So we need to clean it. Negative of human activities: destruction of natural habitats, extinction of species due to overhunting, pollution, air, water, or land, overpopulation, deforestation, or oil spills. Okay, deforestation. I've already told you this, but I can tell you here as it was. Humans often cut down trees and destroy forest habitats to make room for housing or industry. This is called as deforestation. If a woodland habitat is destroyed, some animals will no longer have resources they need. Example is for food, water, and shelter. Species aren't able to survive outside of their natural environment because they might become endangered. Because if they go out, they won't all the different temperatures, all the natural disasters. They might not live. Okay, I'll be giving you some questions here. The photograph shows an area where the tropical forest is being cleared. Complete the sentences. People use timber for the forest for. I'll be telling you the answers later. The cleared land can be used for. Clearing the forest increases the concentration of in the atmosphere. This increase is called as global. Okay? I will tell you the answers in the ending. So stay tuned. Every year, thousands of trees are cut down in forests. Mammals and birds are two groups of animals that live in forests. Wait, before I continue, please subscribe to my channel and click that bell and take a notification to see when I post another video. Give 2 reasons why fewer mammals and birds can survive after trees has been cut down. Endangered, critically endangered, or extinct now. Now we're learning about this. Animals are adapted to suit their environment, helping them. However, if the environment Wait. Guys, you just give me a minute because it sounds good. Helping them survive and reproduce. However, if the environment changes, they might no longer have this advantage. A change in the environment can cause extinction. Okay, those who don't know what's extinction, I'm going to tell you now. Extinction is when the individual or species dies. Extinction can occur naturally. However, human impact on the environment can also cause species to die. Okay, wait. Remember the people who answered this? You can pause the video right now and answer this, and then we can continue. Okay, now we can continue. Okay. So, extinction is when the last individual of a species dies. The species is like that animal, for example, the last dinosaur or species died. Extinctions can occur naturally. However, human impact on the environment can also cause species to die out. When the species is at a risk of extinction, it is endangered. Over 1,100 animal species and over 700 plant species are classed as endangered or threatened. Conservation is like preservation, protection, or restoration of the natural environment and of wildlife. Why is it important to conserve species? Extinction can cause a decrease in biodiversity. Those who don't know what's biodiversity is the number and variety of organisms found in an area. Conserving biodiversity is important as every living thing plays a vital role, means an important role in an ecosystem. Ecosystem is like in their food chain. I'm going to tell you food chain later. If one species becomes extinct, then this will cause a huge impact on the rest of the food chain and the community. Like for example, a plant that it eats by grasshopper, and the grasshopper is eaten by this, that, this. Okay. Extinction can also decrease the resources available to humans. For example, some medicines are made from plants. If the plant species becomes extinct, its unique chemicals are no longer available for us. Natural disasters. Forest fire. Forest fire are a seasonal occurrence in many parts of the world. Uncontrolled and man-made forests are a threat to biodiversity and is one of the main causes of deforestation. Floods. Floods that imply a large amount of water rising can spread across a region. That are one of the most causes of natural disasters in many countries. Floods can cause loss of people and resources. They disrupt transportation and communication. Environmental effects on climate change. Human activity may be causing an exchange in the world's climate. The production of carbon dioxide and other heat-trapping gases from the burning of fossil fuels may be causing the Earth's climate to change. This is called the greenhouse effect. This change in the Earth's climate could result in higher global temperatures or global warming, sea level rising, a different geographical distribution of rainfall, extinction due to climate change. If climate change causes an impact on habitats and ecosystems, this could result in most species becoming extinct. This is thought that 20 to 30% of species are likely to be at the risk of extinction if the global average temperature rises by 1.5 or 2.5 degrees Celsius. The effects of climate on coral reefs. A reef is a big group of rocks on the oceans. But did you know that the coral reef is actually alive and covered with very small animals called corals? These animals glue their tiny skeletons to rocks so they can end up staying in the same place in their entire lives. Coral reefs are very sensitive to light and temperature. If the water they live in gets too hot, they might not survive. If coral reefs are under too much stress, like in these conditions, they can eject the algae living on them and turn completely white. This is known as coral bleaching. The fossil record. Fossils are preserved remains of traces of a dead organism. Fossils don't just show how living things have changed, they can also help us understand how the earth has changed over time. Fossils have been found in rocks of all ages, stretching back billions of years. However, most of the species found in the fossils have died out or become extinct. Over millions of years, the Earth's surface shifts and changes. For example, The rocks that once formed the sea floor might be forced up to a mountain range. This means that you can sometimes find the fossil of sea creatures at the peak of a mountain. Paleontology is the study of fossils. Paleontologist is the person who studies fossils. This is an example. An ancient crocodile dies in a river. Second, the sediments in the coral reef covers the body. Over the millions of years, the sediments become rock and the crocodile becomes a fossil. Then the rock erodes, exposing the fossil. The process by which a fossil is formed, called fossilization, is very rare for living things, but to become fossilized. Usually after most animals die, their bodies and just rot away, and then nothing is left behind. However, under certain special conditions, a fossil can form. After an animal dies, the soft part of its body decomposes, leaving the hard parts like the skeleton behind. This becomes buried in small particles of rocks called sediment. As more layers of sediment build up on top, the sediments around the skeleton begins to compact and turn to rock. Guys, also try to subscribe to this channel. I'm telling you again, I only have like less subscribers, please. The bones then start to be. When I have more subscribers, please try to make a live stream. Okay. The sediments around the skeleton begins to compact and turn to rock. The bones start to be dissolved by water seeping through the rock. The minerals in the water replaces the bone, leaving a rock replica at the original bone called a fossil. It's not just an animal or plant remains that can be fossilized. Things like footprints, burrows, eggs, or even poo, called coprolites, can be fossilized too. This is the last question. The drawing below shows the remains of an animal found in a rock. Some scientists think that this animal in the drawing above was a bird. Give one feature on the animal that suggests it was a bird. Give the animal for the remains of living things found in rocks. Okay guys, I want you to answer this. Tomorrow I'll be checking it and then I'll be telling you the answers. The answer key. People use timber for the forest for building, furniture, etc. The clear land can be used for construction. Clearing forest increases the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This increases global warming. Give 2 reasons why fewer mammals and birds can survive after trees has been cut down. Their animals have been destroyed and humans hunt and kill them. Okay guys, that's all for today's and hope you do good in the science exam. I'll be sharing this to you. Show me your emails down in the comment section. I'll be enabling it. I'll try to. If you're not, send to my email. I'll be sending it in the description below. Okay guys, bye.